room, and that is true. Okay.
Everything goes off at once.
All right, here we're going live.
All right.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. We are so happy to have you join us for our Let's Talk About series. And I am here with Cheyanne Edwards, who is the founder of Wicks and Weaves. And today we're going to talk about soaps. And you're probably wondering why soaps would be any bit interesting at all, but they are. So with this series, we always talk about, because it's Taco Tuesday, but we talk about different things that are important for our self-care. So it's whether it's talking about our feelings or ways that we can work out. And I got connected with Cheyanne through Olivia Harris. Thank you, Olivia. Shout out to you. And she had said, I think you'd love her products. And I met her to source her products for our self-care subscription boxes, which, happily enough, we are going to put her items into the box. So I'm really excited for that. But I was trying her products and I absolutely positively fell in love with them. But what was great about Cheyanne is that she started to tell us really the difference between cured soap, which she does, poured soap, and kind of the soap that you get into your own house. So I'm going to introduce Cheyanne. Cheyanne, go ahead and say hello.
Hi, guys. So I'm Cheyanne. Of course, the kid walks in at the, of course, opportune time. This, of course, is Felix, as he falls on the bed. This is my 5-year-old.
Hi, Felix.
Very fun. All right. Oh, you're 5, baby. All right, go down and see Daddy. Daddy's calling.
Bye. Bye.
All right, kids section. But like Tori was saying, I'm technically not the founder of Wicks and Weaves. I'm actually the new owner, just because my mom started this business a long time ago, probably around 2 years ago. She started this, and she had some troubles and she couldn't keep up with it. So I told her, of course, during all this pandemic time, I decided to help her out and technically buy the business off of her, which was to help her and help her with finances and stuff like that. And I said, you know what, Mom, I'll take it over for you and I'll make you proud with it. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Hi, Felix.
Yep, this is my life.
I mean, but this is what being a mom and entrepreneur is about, right? You
absolutely.
Yeah, right. And I got last night, and it was right by a toilet. Okay. And
yes, I know.
And Dad.
The only reason why my son is not in the picture is because he's downstairs watching Nightmare Before Christmas and very happy with that in itself. So, so you were saying you kind of took over with your mom during the pandemic. As most of us, we've just had to kind of shift what we were doing, picking up side jobs or kind of making those businesses that we decided, this is the time I'm going to invest and kind of make this happen. So tell us a little bit about the soaps that you make.
Well, so the soaps are a cured process. So it's actually called cold process soaps. Cold process soaps take a lot longer than what they call a hot process. So a hot process is basically throwing all your ingredients together and heating them up as one unit, and then pouring them while the soap, they call it soapification process, is already happening, which is all included with the lye that they use. Lye is a chemical, and if you have any type of bar soap, lye is going to be used. It's impossible to make soap without it. So basically, like, I have my ingredients labeled and it says lye on there. It is a very nasty chemical, yes, if you get it directly on your skin as just the lye, but during the soapification process, it changes that into just the soap, and it's safe for you to use. But a lot of companies, they try and dull that down and put it at like the bottom of the list. They try to make it that it's not a crazy thing, but it's impossible to make it not. So, like, soap is not chemical free. It's impossible to be chemical free soap because it's a chemical process to make it. With cold process, it's you heat up your oils that you use first, and then you use water and lye, and you mix that together. Now the lye is gonna basically boil your water by itself because it's that hot. And then you have to take your two ingredients, make sure that they're the same exact temperature. Once they're the same exact temperature, you dump your lye in, you stir it, and then you put your essential oils and your fragrance oils and stuff like that in there, and then you're able to pour. But then it takes about, depending on like how much oil you use and how much fragrance oils you use, it'll take longer, usually 2 to 4 weeks. It really depends on how much you're doing at a time. With hot process, that's what you see, like all the fancy molds and stuff like that. Mine are just regular square bars, and they're cut for 4 ounces, around 4 ounces, can't be perfect all the time. But they're just simple bars, because the molding that people use for the hot process, yes, they're pretty, but hot process soap can actually melt very, very quickly. It'll melt very easily, even in sunlight, it can melt. Now, me and Tori were outside with my soaps for probably, an hour and a half?
It was at least 90 degrees, and we were out there for at least an hour and a half, and there was no melt at all. Like, they weren't even like almost brittle, like kind of picking apart, and we were handling them. So it wasn't like they were just like there. We were actually like handling them, smelling them, and opening the bags and whatever else. And to me, that was what made the difference of like why I was kind of like really intrigued with this soap, because it was like, wow, like this is upstanding kind of out here. It's not melting. And as someone who tries to buy as much natural products as possible, we just found for our skin and for our home that it's something that we find valuable. But to know that you have as many natural products as possible, like that is one of your things that you take really a lot of pride in, is that you're using, the right essential oils. And so my favorite bar that I've tried so far of yours is the Outdoorsman. It's the cedar wood and the tea tree.
Yes.
And I love the lather that comes with it. It's sudsy, but it's not like it's a film on my skin. My skin felt great. It was really moisturized. It washed off well. I didn't feel like there was like a film or there was a dryness to it or anything else. And I didn't even feel like I had to put lotion on right away afterwards. Like I put lotion on the next day. So it's really moisturizing for our body. And I even cut like a little sliver for Braxton to use, and like he used it on his like hands and back, and he was like, oh mommy, like he liked the smell of it. And so that's just one. I have like 4 different soaps of yours that I've tried, but for me that's the one that I like the most. And I like that, like in your lavender and your eucalyptus, you're going to have figments of the mint, you're going to have pieces of the lavender, which to me shows that you're using those natural ingredients. I hate nothing more when I buy a bar of soap and it says, shea butter and something else, and it's like pure white. Well, shea butter is not pure white. So already there, you're giving me something that I know you've diluted. Or when something says, all natural, and there's nothing to show that it's all natural or the ingredients or things like that. And so Your price point is fantastic, you know, $5 for a bar, which I don't think is breaking the bank. You pay that at the store. And honestly, like the little sliver I used, like two of us bathing every day, I think that little sliver lasted us like a week. And so it held up really well. It didn't crumble as it got smaller. I mean, these are like weird details, but if you're someone who's buying like a quality product, I mean, those were just the things that I picked up that I liked. Now, my mom, on the other hand, really loves the eucalyptus one. You do bath bombs. Do you want to talk about the bath bombs?
Yeah, so the bath bombs are the same price point, just because my biggest thing is, again, I'm a mom. I do this as kind of like a hobby. I want to, do it. But on top of that, my husband is a stay-at-home dad, and I know for me, I need like something that is gonna last me a long time without breaking my bank, because
Mm-hmm.
within today's society, Felix, hush baby, I'm talking. um in today's society, it's a little harder to okay, it's a little harder to actually buy good quality product for a decent price. A lot of quality products are way more expensive than they should be. But the bath bombs are really nice, because I do have an oatmeal one, and I can't guarantee anything, but a lot of oatmeal and milk and honey bath bombs, they're really helpful for women, for the women care, especially with no, it's a bad topic, but like yeast infections and stuff like that. An oatmeal bath is actually really good for you.
I want to pause you there because I think that's an important topic with self-care. Is right now it's hot, we're running around, maybe we're in a bathing suit, we're in shorts, our pH balance gets kind of all off and we start to feel like funky or yucky or whatever else, and we don't kind of have those conversations of what are ways we can kind of take care of ourselves. And I think you hit it like right there is like, you can use the soap or you can use the bath bomb. Like that's really great ways that you can figure out how you need to kind of balance yourself out. And the honey and oat smells amazing. So not just as the bath bomb, but the soap itself smells so good. And in most of your scents, which you have what, about 20 plus different smells?
Yeah, probably around that many. And I do try, and I want to dabble in some more, but it's always a science experiment to see which smells I can come up with and which smells are good and what smells are like, oh, we're not going to do that today.
Yeah. And I mean, it's for everyone's preference as well. Like your nuts and more is fantastic. It smells like amaretto. There's one that's like a cucumber melon. I mean, you have a wide gamut of people that like fruity, that like flowery, that like a warm scent. And then you even have one called Nada that has no scent in it at all, which I thought was great. But you had just told me earlier about kind of like a client testimonial. Do you want to share it?
Oh, absolutely. So I had a client not too long ago. She has eczema. And so she was hesitant to buy soaps and smelly things just because of the fact of that. But she's like, you know what? I want to try it. So she bought my medium box, and it comes with 2 soaps, a bath bomb. Now the lotions, I still have to figure it out because again, I bought the business off my mom. So I got to get with her and get some more recipes for it just to figure that out. It had the lotion, and then she also ordered a shaving bar, which is just a mixture of straight shea butter and I believe a little bit of aloe. There's not much in it. It just creates a smooth lather instead of like the sudsy, and it's easier to shave. So this client, she actually decided that she was going to use everything all at once. Now, for eczema, if you have eczema, that's really dangerous because you could set it off very easily with mixing a bunch of scents and essential oils and stuff on your skin.
Mm-hmm.
But she actually told me that it did not affect her at all. I was very happy. I was so glad. And she even told me that the shaving bar, it was the first time that she shaved without getting a reaction of her eczema. And I was like, thank you. I'm like, I'm glad that happened. I'm absolutely ecstatic because again, like since I'm a small business and I just do it, and it's hard to, like, I can't guarantee anything. Can I guarantee that you're not going to react to a perfume that I put in? No, I can't. Because, and that's why I put it on my thing. Like, this has fragrance oils in it. This has essential oils in it. Just because people are allergic to that stuff and they need to, make sure that they're reading and make sure that they know what's in it before they get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that one of my good friends has eczema and it's really bad, and she can't shave her legs because when she does, she ends up with just it reacts. It gets really terrible. And so because it gets really terrible, she doesn't shave her legs. She, doesn't want to wear shorts. She doesn't want to wear pants. She doesn't want to wear those things because she's a little nervous about it. I have another friend who recently, just because the amount of stress that she's under, has just broken out like in terrible eczema. I mean, like awful, awful eczema, to the point where she's just like going insane with it. And so just finding natural ways to kind of take care of it and understanding, but knowing that your shave bar allows people who have eczema to be able to shave if they want to and feel like that's okay. And even if you don't have eczema, like I know in the summertime, just from being outside, my legs get so sore from being in the sun and suntan lotion and bug spray and whatever else. So when I go to shave, they're just a little bit more tender. And so I'm just like, oh, like, there's a little bit of burning to it. I really don't like it. But to know that there's a shave butter. I don't like shaving cream. I don't like the cans. I don't like to spray it. I don't think it ever works right. I don't do it right. It gets runny. It comes off, whatever. So like something that's like, oh, I can just lather up and go, and it's like already in my shower, is like really important to me. And I think the other thing that's important to me, and I think for you, as you were saying, is that I want to make sure that anything that's in my bathtub, Braxton can use or Felix can use, and you're not worried if, well, what if they put it in their mouth, or what if it goes on their skin, or, it's this or it's this, any of that other stuff. And so we've just even moved away from like body wash and shampoo and face wash, anything that's not natural. Like if he put it on himself or on his face, I would have an issue with. And if I have an issue with him putting it onto his body, I should have an issue with me putting it onto my body. And so that's just where I've gotten, like, if I'm not going to allow him to touch certain cleaning chemicals, then I'm not going to touch those certain cleaning chemicals. So it's being able to make kind of that natural kind of like pathway in for how you clean and whatnot. And like, you're into essential oils, I'm into essential oils. And so even knowing that, like, if I use my essential oils to clean my house, why can't I use my essential oils to clean my body? And so you've done that with some of the smells. Like, yes, they smell good, but tea tree is a great disinfectant. What's the soap that you have for men that helps with getting like the dirt off if they're mechanics?
Right. So those soaps are any soaps with activated charcoal. So I think I only have one right now, which is Mountain Air. It's a green and black bar. So the black bits of this bar are actually activated charcoal, which is inside the soap. And so what activated charcoal does is it removes oil. So when you're a mechanic, when it's a man, it is a kind of manly scent. It's kind of a neutral scent. It takes away that oil and grease. But also, activated charcoal can help with very oily skin. Like if you overproduce your oils on your skin, activated charcoal can actually help you go down with that, and it really helps your skin.
Well, that, like, if you have a teen, especially like our teen boys, their skin, if they're an athlete particularly, gets really overactive with like the oils. That activated charcoal soap, like, it's already in the shower, like, just use it on your body and your face. Like, you can literally just take it as a one-off. And I know a lot of men buy like the Axe body products because it's like shampoo, body wash, and face wash all in one. Why are you using anything that you can use on your hair and on your butt? Like, that just isn't appropriate. So even helping our men understand that, like, you need to take better care of yourself as well by the products that you use on your skin and things in that way. So I do want to be mindful of our time so we can wrap up. Both of us have kids that we need to get ready for bed and everything else. But, we can purchase your items off of Facebook. Is there anywhere else that we can purchase your items from?
So right now I only do the Facebook and Facebook Messenger, just because I am just actually starting out since I started the taking over in April of this year. So I'm slowly working towards getting a website and stuff like that. And I do go to craft shows, and usually I post it on my page. So if you like and follow the page, then you can get updates of where I am and what I'm doing. And then you just have to really message the page, hit the send message button, or you can email me with the email link on my page as well.
So I'm going to offer an advantage to our senoritas. If you're watching this or the replay and you place an order and you live anywhere near me or you know me personally, you can order your items and I'll get them from Cheyanne and bring them to you, or you can pick them up at my house. So you don't have to worry about shipping or moving or any of that other stuff. That way we can get the products to you, because honestly, they really are that fantastic. I'm not just saying that. I divided the bars that I got into slivers for people to try, and every person that's tried it was like, these are really great. Like, I want to see what other scents she has. And I was like, well, I couldn't buy all 20 at once. So here's like the 3 or 4 that we tried out. And so there's the cinnamon latte, which is fantastic, and just so many scents that you can go on. And so, check her Facebook out. It is definitely posted into the group, and it'll be posted on this page after the replay. But if you're interested, just let me know or let Cheyanne know so we can connect you. So if you're looking for natural body products, something that's great for kids, something that's great for men, or even the bath bombs that kind of help with like lady parts, bubble baths and baths are some forms of our self-care. And I know that I can't wait to try one, to plan out time that I'm going to be able to do that and sit back with a glass of wine and really have a bath that is taking care of me. The balm is self-care. It is the balm, and it's helping me with my own self-care. So it kind of like all links in together. So thank you, Cheyanne, for joining us. I'm so excited you're able to tell us really the difference between the pour soap and the cured soap. I see on Snapchat all the time and Instagram, like, recipes to make your cute soap at home with like the glycerin and whatnot. And I'm just like, oh, I just don't ever feel like that cleans your body. And it doesn't. Like, you literally told us, like, it just doesn't. It's really more for the scent and the look than it is for the actual cleanliness of your body. So that really helps you guys a lot to know, like, if you want cute soap, that's fine, but just know that it's not really like labeled as soap. So thank you, Cheyanne. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you, Felix, for making an appearance. We always love when the kids get to get their faces into it. And so Cheyanne Edwards with Wicks and Weaves, thank you again. This has been our Let's Talk About series, and you can check her out on Facebook, and we'll have the link in our page as well for you. So thank you, Cheyanne, and thank you, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.
Great day.